Hello there and welcome back to Hydroponics Daily, your go-to podcast for everything soilless cultivation. And I've got some breaking news. Do you remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, we talked about how Miracle Gro was selling off their hydroponic division, their legal cannabis play, which was Hawthorne Horticulture. And Hawthorne Horticulture, during lockdown and just after lockdown, bought up loads of hydroponic companies, including Botanicare, General Hydroponics, Gavita, Can and Filters, I think, as well. And they bought them. Anyway, and they said recently that they're going to be disbanding this until cannabis becomes federally legal as well as state legal. And they were in talks with a new buyer. And I said it was very intriguing because when you are in talks to buy a company that big, you normally have to declare it to the stock exchange if you are publicly listed. So where was this company going to end up? No one had said they were interested in buying Hawthorne Horticulture. But today we found out that Gavita, at least, is being bought out by the management. So the upper management of Gavita are going to be buying the company. And this is quite common, that there's a management buyout. Often the managers see something in the business that they like, and they've got the pounds to do it. They, the CEO and the CFO. This is not the guy in manufacturing who's sweeping up all the leftover LED lights. This is the top dogs, and it probably works for both partners because I could imagine Hawthorne and Miracle Gro, they could give them shares in lieu of, say, a big bonus payment that they were due, or a big redundancy package they were perhaps due in dollars, a big dollar amount, and instead they could sort of persuade them to buy the company and take hold of the ongoing costs and things like this. So that looks like what's happened. So effective from the 30th of September. So this has happened. The company previously part of Hawthorne Professional Horticultural Lighting Business Division Micro is under new ownership. So Mark Salvani is heading up as CEO, and yeah, interesting times ahead. We talked about the issue with Osram and the patents infringements and things like this, and potential court cases that were in the works. So an interesting time to be taking over ownership of Gavita. And I would imagine that this sort of scheme where the management's buy it out is being offered to a lot of the Hawthorne companies, a sort of take it or leave it sort of thing, because it probably looks good on the balance sheets of Miracle Gro and Hawthorne. So watch this space, or imagine that some of the other companies might go independent soon. Maybe not. Maybe I've completely misread the situation. Update from Eutrema. Today we've had a really good day in manufacturing. We've manufactured lots and lots of our biofungicide, chitosan, that's going off to customers here in the UK and Ireland and Spain. But the really interesting bit today is that the auxin solution that I talked about last week, yesterday even, has done really well. So I managed to produce a 12.5% indole butyric acid solution, if that means anything to you. That's an auxin, a natural rooting hormone and plant hormone that's used in a number of different ways in horticulture, and a 12.5% solution is whoppingly high. It's massive. That would, if you think of other auxin solutions like Clonex, that's 40 times the concentration. So I'm not sure there's a market for the actual product yet. I know I've produced an amazing product. We'll probably produce a solution, a very high concentrated, super concentrate solution, and a gel that is nowhere near as concentrated, but the way we've produced it is going to be solvent-free, which is amazing, which means that we can use some really nice gelling agents, perhaps a seaweed-based one or something like this. So watch this space, hoping to get out fairly soon. I did last week, I sort of made a resolution, no more new products, Russell, because all my money goes into launching new products rather than actually paying bills and pay for my house and things like that, and holidays and cars and things like that, and nice treats. But this one's just too good a product to miss. And there's options for other sort of products we could do as well. So I'm looking at a jasmonic acid product as well that's solvent free. which is the key area where we work in Eutrema. We're getting things into solution that shouldn't normally be in solution is our expertise. If you look at gold leaf, getting every nutrient into solution, salicylic acid, chitosan, what else? We've got loads and loads. Oh, well, like our slug product, liquid ferric phosphate, basically doing what shouldn't be done chemically wise. That's our expertise, and no different with this auxin product and potentially a jasmonic acid product, which will have a lot of uses in hydroponics. I would say the jasmonic acid one probably has more uses than the auxin one. If you're interested in trialing a new amazing auxin product, then please do get in touch and I'll send some samples out. And yeah, let me know what you think. It should be interesting. That's been Hydroponics Daily for today. Just giving you an update on Gavita and where things are heading with the Hawthorne company, and a bit of an update on our exciting new products. Thank you very much for listening. Until next time, goodbye.